I'm finally in a band. In a few months later, I'm gonna be a rock star.
A few years later.
Hey guys, it's been a while. I know, I disappeared for a month. And today, since it's Seollal, a holiday in Korea, I thought this would be perfect time to sit down and talk about what's been going on. Because January was tough. Maybe one of the hardest months I've had in a long time. So, I got kicked out of my band. Yeah, it happened. And to be honest, it really hit me hard. You know, when you work so hard for something, when you put in hours thinking you're getting better, thinking you're good enough, and then reality smacks you into the face, and then you realize it's been just an illusion. That's basically what happened to me. My skills weren't there yet, and I wasn't at the level the band needed me to. So they decided to move on without me. At first, I won't lie, it was devastating. It was like everything I had worked for just disappeared in an instant. And the worst part, it made me not want to focus on anything. Like, what's the point? Why keep trying when it feels like I'm failing? But here's the thing, I don't blame them. I needed this because it forced me to take a step back and be honest with myself. Where am I lacking? What can I do better? And more importantly, am I really going to let this be the reason I stop? During this time, I picked up The Old Man and the Sea by the Ernest Hemingway, and there was this one line that hit me like a train. A man is not made for defeat. A man can be destroyed, but not defeated. That one line, it changed something in me because that's exactly how I feel. I've never given up on the things I do, no matter what, like even when things get tough. So I made a choice. I wasn't going to let this destroy me. I was going to keep going. I kept going, I kept practicing my guitar, I kept training my vocals, I kept working out, I kept reading. And now I can actually see the progress. For vocals, I finally noticing something huge. I'm feeling more comfortable in higher notes. Before, I used to push my vocal cords too much, straining my throat. But now I'm learning how to use my breath and my head voice more. It's making a huge difference. And for the guitar, this is where I had to humble myself. I had this book, English direct translation is Hale's Mechanical Guitar Training. Before, I skipped all the rhythm exercises because I thought I was already good at them. But then my band gave me feedback and surprise, I wasn't. Turns out, rhythm is so much harder than I expected. And now I've gone back to the basics, practicing what I've once ignored. And honestly, I'm grateful. I'm making real progress, and that's what matters. One thing I've been doing a lot lately is reading, not just novels, but also non-fiction. And if you're a writer, I highly recommend reading non-fiction, especially the science books. Recently, I finished White Holes by Carlo Rovelli and Chimpanzee Politics by Franz de Waal. And weirdly enough, I feel like non-fiction actually helps more than the novels when it comes to writing stories. Why? Because you get unexpected inspiration. When you read another novel, you're absorbing someone else's storytelling. But when you read about physics or animal behavior or history, you start seeing connections you never expected. You start seeing themes that can turn into stories. So if you're a writer like me, try reading something outside your comfort zone. You never know where inspiration might come from. And so far, I'm working on the project, the following series after the book that I released last year, The Secret of the Hake. Even today, I walk to the cafe and work on my project. So that's been my January, a month of setbacks, but also a month of growth. Getting kicked out of a band, that sucked, but in the end, it's just a part of the journey. The most important thing is I'm still here, still grinding, still improving. And I'm excited to keep pushing forward, excited to keep working on my novel. I just reached chapter 4 in my next book, and I'm excited to see where this year takes me. I want to keep documenting this journey, the wins, the losses, the lessons, everything. So if you're watching this and you've been struggling too, remember this, you're not defeated. You're just in the process of becoming better. Let's keep going. Happy Lunar New Year, and I'll see you in the next video.